It's a new week in GTA Online, and in today's video, I'll be showing you the best ways to make money, how to get 2 cars for completely free, all of the removed vehicles that have returned for a limited time, and all of the limited time discounts that you should take advantage of. Let's get started. For the best ways to make money this week, unfortunately we don't really have any good options other than dispatch work, which is on 2 times money, or 3 times for GTA Plus members. Now you do need to own a police vehicle to request dispatch work from Vincent, but luckily, most of them are on a 35% discount this week. Although you need to own one to request dispatch work, you don't actually need to use your police vehicle to do the mission. If the objective is far away, you can simply get out of your police vehicle and then use your Oppressor Mark II or Sparrow. Each mission takes roughly around 5 minutes to complete, and this week you'll be earning $50,000 per mission, or $75,000 if you have GTA Plus. There definitely are better ways to make money this week, but at the very least, you should complete 5 dispatch work missions for an extra $200,000 from the weekly challenge. You'll also get the summer LSPD officer outfit as a bonus. Just like every week, the regular and HSW time trials are a great way to make a quick 350k. The regular time trial is Calafia Way, and all you've got to do is place a waypoint and follow it all the way to the finish line. It may seem like you don't have a lot of time, but there's no need to rush, because the last thing that you want is for your vehicle to end up in the Alamo Sea. I recommend the Hakuchou drag here as it's good for dodging traffic, but any fast vehicle will do. The HSW time trial is Sandy Shores de la Puerta, and all you've got to do is place a waypoint and follow it to the finish line. You can cut across the desert at the start, but you've got plenty of time, so it's kind of unnecessary. I also recommend the Hakuchou drag here, but any fast HSW vehicle should do. As always, your regular big money makers remain the same. For your passive money methods, make sure you're sending out your warehouse technicians and bail agents as often as possible, maintain your income from your safes, and keep on top of your passive businesses like the Acid Lab and Bunker. For your active money methods, keep farming your Kaya Precos and your hanger crates. For your free vehicles this week, first at the Diamond Casino, the Lucky Bill vehicle this week is the Maibatsu MonstroCiti. This off-road car usually goes for just under 1.5 million on Southern San Andreas Super Autos, but with a bit of luck, you can win it for free this week. Now the MonstroCiti is a pretty nice vehicle that everyone should be trying to win this week. Not only is it a decent performing off-road vehicle, but it also has bullet resistant windows, and it can be upgraded with a missile lock-on jammer or remote control unit. If you don't already own the MonstroCiti, be sure to come to the casino every 24 hours to spin the wheel. And finally, at the LS car meet, the prize ride vehicle this week is the Ocelot Swinger. This sports classic car usually goes for just over $900,000 on Legendary Motorsport, but this week you can get it for free by finishing top 2 in an LS Car Meet Series race for 4 days in a row, and I'll show you how to do that now. So first I recommend joining a public session if you haven't already, and then what you want to do is run over to the race organizer over here and select one of the 4 following race series. You'll either be put into a race as a host or join someone else's race. This week you need to place top 2, so I'd recommend racing with just one other person. This can be a friend or a random player. Now sadly the Swinger is not exactly a great vehicle, but it can be upgraded with a missile lock-on jammer. Considering you also have to do 4 races in a row this week, it might not really be worth it, so unless you really want it, feel free to give it a miss this week. Once again, there's no claimable vehicles at the Salvage yard this week, so if you don't want to do any of the robberies, you don't need to. If you're finding the video useful and want to keep up with the weekly updates every week, consider leaving a like and subscribe if you're new. It massively helps to support the channel, and I'll know to keep making these videos. For your removed vehicles that have returned this week, at Simeon's, you can get the Benefactor Shafter for $65,000. This vehicle's not a top performer or must buy, so unless you like the look of it, or you're collecting removed vehicles, you can give this one a miss this week. At the LS car meet, you can get the Volcar Fagaloa for $335,000, the Class A Vamos for $596,000, and the Western Wolf Spain for $95,000. None of these vehicles are high performers or must buys, so unless you like the look of them, or you're collecting removed vehicles, you can give these ones a miss this week. For your discounts this week, for 35% off, you can get the Western Police Bike, the Invitero Coquette D10 Pursuit, the Vapid Caracara Pursuit, the Canis Terminus Patrol, the Willard Outreach Faction, the Vapid Dominator FX Interceptor, the Bravado Greenwood Cruiser, the Class A Impaler SZ Cruiser, the Class A Impaler LX Cruiser, the Vapid Stania LE Cruiser, the Bravado Gauntlet Interceptor, the Bravado Dorado Cruiser, the Vapid Unmarked Cruiser, and the Class A Park Ranger. For 30% off, you can get the Grotti Cheetah Classic, the Vapid Ellie, the Bravado Greenwood, the Albany VSTR, the Rhino Tank, the Bravado Dorado, the Ocelot Ardent, the Western Company Duster 300H, the Lampadati Viseries, the Lampadati Tropos Rally, the Lampadati Casco, and the Vapid Taxi. Now you've got plenty of options from the police vehicles that are on discount this week, but really you only need to own one if you want to do dispatch work. If you want the fastest and best performing police car, go with the Coquette D10 Pursuit. If you want the only police vehicle with a Manitech armor plating, go with the Terminus Patrol. If you want a motorbike instead of a car, then go with the police bike. And if you want the cheapest option, go with the Unmarked Cruiser. And finally, if you buy the Park Ranger, you'll get the Park Ranger outfit for free as well. Just note that the Park Ranger can't be used for for dispatch work. Other than that, the other police vehicles probably aren't worth buying. The Greenwood might be worth buying this week as it's the cheapest vehicle that can be upgraded with full Armani tech. The Cheetah Classic might be worth buying this week as it's a decent performing sports classic car, but there are better options. The Rhino tank might be worth buying this week, but it is outdated, and the Conjali tank is definitely a better option. The Arden and Viseris probably aren't worth buying this week, although both can be upgraded with front-mounted machine guns. The Ellie, VSTR, Dorado, Tropos Rally, and Casco probably aren't worth buying this week, and for the love of God, do not bother buying the Duster 300H or the Taxi. At the gun van this week, you can get the Service Carbine, the Compact EMP Launcher, which is 40% off for GTA Plus members, the Heavy Rifle, which is 50% off for everyone, the Double Barrel Shotgun, the Pump Shotgun, the Nightstick, which is free for everyone, the Stun Gun, which is free for GTA Plus members, the Baseball Bat, which is free for everyone, and the Knife. For your throwables, you can get Sticky Bombs, Proximity Mines, and Molotovs, and of course, all of your body armor is available to buy as well, which is also 70% off for GTA Plus members. Let me know in the comments what you're getting up to this week in GTA Online, whether that's grinding some of the content bonuses or buying some discounted vehicles, and while you're at it, why don't you check out the rest of my channel? If you want a quick rundown of everything that's happening this week, click on the video on your screen now. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.